Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is a paid request from DarkMetalSpider. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down in the info box. Now, he wanted me to give my thoughts on his list of his top 50 favorite songs of all time. So it'll be a lengthy video, but he was very generous, so that's fine. I'll do my best. I had to write these down because 50 is a lot to remember. So let's get into it. Number one, I don't know if you wanted me to go backwards or forwards. I can't remember. I'll go with you forward. Number one. Number one is Peter Schilling's Major Tom, Coming Home. Which I thought the song was okay. I remember this song was also in the movie Atomic Blonde. The chorus is probably the one part I didn't mind more than the rest of it. You know, some of the lyrics, earth below us, drifting, falling, floating, and weightless. Yeah, I didn't mind that song. I don't really know what else to say. Like I said, I would say the chorus I liked a bit more than the rest of it. But you know, I could listen to that song again. Number two, by Taco, Putting on the Ritz. I've heard this song before. I know there was a version of this song in Young Frankenstein where Gene Wilder gets Peter Boyle, and the show that Gene Wilder has tried to perform Peter Boyle's Frankenstein monster. They're doing this tap show to Putting on the Ritz. You're trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. With fashion sense, putting on the Ritz. It's very catchy. Also, the music video, I thought the guy kind of looked like Tim Curry, the singer. So that's a catchy, fun song. I've heard that before. Fashion sense, dun, 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 putting on the Ritz. Dun, dun, dun. Number three, Falco's Der Kommissar. This one is the foreign version where really nothing's in English. I'd probably say, I've heard this song before. I'd probably say I like the English version more just because I can understand the words more. I know some of this song was used in the Wedding Singer trailer. Der Kommissar. Because in the English version it was don't turn around, uh-oh. Der Kommissar's in town, uh-oh. So like I said, I don't mind the English version of the song, but the other version is just because I don't understand most of the words that's happening. So I would say like the English version of that, I would probably say I could give a thumbs up to. This version, I just would rather listen to the English version. Number four, Striper's More Than a Man, which is pretty much an 80s rock Christian song. Because the lyrics are like, everyone who asks shall receive, Jesus in your heart, time to start, giving God all the glory. But it's not like the 80s rock song. I mean, I'm a sucker for 80s rock song. I don't know about 80s rock Christian song, although I mean I like Creed, that's that 80s, but this one I was kind of on. I mean, it wasn't awful, wasn't terrible, but I don't know if I'd listen to that song again. Because Christian rock, it depends. Sometimes it's just preachy. Number five, I hated this song. Afra Haza, I'm Nun Alu. It's pretty much like a song you would hear in Bollywood movie. And I'm sorry, no disrespect to the culture. I hate those fucking songs in Bollywood movies, songs from like India and such. I did no disrespect to their culture. I hate those fucking songs. I hate the way they sound. I hate the way they're the rhythms. I just hate those fucking songs. So, I didn't like it. Number 6, Aha, Living a Boy's Adventure Tale. I know of the band, but I prefer their song Take On Me. Take on me, take on me. Much prefer that. This song didn't really do much for me. There wasn't much for me to remember about the song. Number 7, Ray Stevens, The Shriners Convention. The music video was filmed kind of on the fly, like not HD material. It's kind of a group of people at convention at the Alibaba Temple. And there's like clowns, but there's also hookers there. And at times the song stops for people to talk on the phone, which, I don't know, those parts were really that catchy or interesting to me. I wasn't really big on that song. Eight, TJ Shepard's Only One You. Kind of a country type of song. How, you know, there's only one Eiffel Tower, there's only one Mona Lisa, there's only one Leaning Tower of Pisa, and there's only one you. Like I said, country songs that could be hit and miss for me. This was more of a miss for me. I wasn't really big on it. Number 9, Kip Adatla, Wet Dream. I mean, I like Wet Dreams, but this wasn't one of them. This was like the worst song. I will say, no, this is the worst song I've heard of these 50 songs. This was fucking abysmal. And the music video was fucking abysmal. Because the music video looked like it was shot on Shidio. And the song is like a guy who's a private eye. It is shot on Shidio. Where there's like fish just randomly swimming in front of the camera. And it's called Wet Dream because there's that shitload of fish puns. He's on the case looking for someone. But it's like... it's more talking than song. It's like if fucking William Shatner saying this song, but because it's more talk. Just talking through the song. Like, you listen, shrimp. Oh, what a crab. And calling women certain types of fish, and that got annoying real fucking quick. I hated that bit. I would say that was the worst song I heard, and then the Afrahaza, that was the second worst one. Number 10, The Cars, Heartbeat City. You know, I reviewed an album of The Cars. That song wasn't in that album. I can see why. This I thought was very meh. So I would say of the top 10, the only ones I could listen to again is the first two. Peter Shilling and Taco. I like tacos. Number 11, Matthew Wilder. I've heard this song before, and I do like this song. Break My Stride. And they're gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I've got to keep on moving. It has a nice smooth vibe to it that you could get your body grooving and moving to. This is one of those songs I remember hearing a lot on the radio, and it was a fun song to listen to. Same with number 12, Genesis, with Phil Collins. That's All. This is another one of those songs I heard a lot on the radio. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. Like that one at number 11, they just have, again, smooth enough vibe that makes it easy to listen to. And the Roosters agrees as well. Number 13, Chicago. I like the band Chicago. This song, Stay the Night, I wasn't big on. And the music video was pretty much this guy stalking the shit out of this girl in a red car. Like, this lady's in a red car, and I think it's a Peter Cetera sees her, and he just keeps chasing and stalking her. Rides with guys to try to get to her. ready to fucking run her down, pretty much. Run her red car down. Like, that's fucking stalker material. Creepy. Number 14, Robbie Robertson, Somewhere Down the Crazy River. Wasn't really a fan of this one. It's like a white guy trying to do smooth jazz. And I thought it sucked. Number 15, David Bowie, Cat People. I'm not a big fan of the movie Cat People, and even that song. I know a lot of people love that song, but it's like... I don't remember the fucking lyrics. Never. I mean, I like David Bowie songs, but not that one. Number 16, The Clash, Rock the Casbah. That's a fun chorus. I really doesn't like it. Dun, dun, dun. Rock the Casbah, da da, rock the Casbah. I know it's not this. I always fucked up the lyrics. I always thought he really doesn't like it. When it's not, that's not the lyrics. But anytime I would think it was like he really doesn't like it. Rock the Casbah. So, one of those songs I always purposely fuck up the lyrics. Number 17, I do love this song from Murray Head, One Night in Bangkok. One night in Bangkok, I could feel an angel sliding up to me. One night in Bangkok, you know, and that was very much prevalent in the Hangover movies. I would say probably more so in Hangover 2. Because the first one was, I can feel it coming in the air. Well, the second one was that One Night in Bangkok. To me, the best part of that movie, Hangover 2. That's a film that's a song I've heard many times throughout the years, and that chorus is always very catchy. That's the thing, I keep using that word catchy. That's the thing that really hooks me into a song. One night in Bangkok, and the world's your oyster. I can feel an angel sliding up to me. One night in Bangkok. So I don't know if that guy ever had another hit, but it's a pretty good one hit to have. Number 18, Air Supply. I didn't mind this song. Even the Nights Are Better, Now We're Together. More of a softer song. Didn't mind that one. Number 19, Herb Alpert, Route 101. There's no singing, it's just a trumpet player playing the trumpet. It just depends how gunno you are about the trumpets. It didn't really do much for me. Number 20, The Romantics. This is a song I remember from on the radio a lot of times. Which I remember. You tell me that you want me. You tell me that you need me. I hear the secrets that you keep. Da-na-na-na-na, when you're talking in your sleep. Well, don't be a fucking perv then. Stop listening to what I say in my sleep then. So like that one I could listen to again. Number 21, Terry Gibbs. Piano, the music videos with a live audience. Didn't do much for me. Number 22, ZZ Top, Sharp Dressed Man. That wasn't too shabby. ZZ Top, I probably say I prefer their version of Viva Las Vegas. But Sharp Dressed Man is alright to listen to. Number 23, Olivia Newton-John, Twist of Fate. That's her song from that other John Travolta movie she did, Two of a Kind. I mean, rest in peace, Olivia Newton-John. She definitely had a wonderful voice. Not really a song I would listen to again, but, you know, it was nice to hear her voice. 24, The Fix. This is a song I heard a lot, but even then I was sort of kind of meh on. One thing leads to another. Ba-da-na-na-na-na. I always thought it was kind of meh. Like, it's not awful. I could let's do it, but yeah. Number 25, I would say another. This is one that I would put at one of my favorites of the top 50. Golden Earrings, Twilight Zone. And then I'm going to the Twilight Zone. Ba-na-na-na-na. Da-da-na-na-na-na. You will come to know when the bullet hits the bone. But da-na-na to the Twilight Zone. Ba-na-na-na-na. Just has a good groove to it. See, I'm not good at reviewing songs and the details of the instruments. It's all about how I feel about it. I can't help it. So that song I do quite enjoy. Pet Shop Boys, It's a Sin. I thought they had a nice flow, had a good voice to it. You know, it was fine. You know, fine enough of a song. Number 27, Spandau Ballet of Gold. Talking about you're indestructible, always believing. A lot of bongos being played, talking about gold, and the music videos like them searching for gold. I thought it was pretty meh song. I would never hear it again. Number 28, I do quite enjoy. Real Life, Send Me an Angel, which I remember from Rad, the film Rad. If you've never seen Rad, that's the bicycle Vendor Syndrome released it. I don't know if anyone else has it in print. That might be out of print, but just check out Rad from the 80s. And there's a song where the hero and the love interest, they're dancing at a school, but they're dancing with bicycles. To send me an angel, send me an angel right now, right now. So I do quite like that song. 29, Firehouse, Don't Treat Me Bad. I get kicked in the face, I come back for more. I remember when I first heard this, I'm like, is this Bon Jovi? It sounded like Bon Jovi, but not a bad song. But yeah, it does remind me of Bon Jovi a bit, but not a bad song. Number 30, I would say is my favorite song in the top 50. Yeah, I would say this is my favorite song. Alice Cooper's Poison. I forget how good this song was. I love the guitar intro. I'm a big fan of Alice Cooper. I wanna taste you, but your lips are a venomous poison. Poison going through my veins. I love the guitar work. Alice Cooper's voice works so well. Really gets your adrenaline pumping. And easily my favorite song in this whole bit is Alice Cooper's Poison. Love that. So thanks for reintroducing me to that song. Number 31, Rich Springfield's Bop Till You Drop. I wasn't big on the song, but the music video is interesting because it's a sci-fi music video where there's people as slaves, and then there's like creatures. There's like a creature with like a big set of teeth and practical effects. Not state-of-the-art practical effects, but interesting enough to give me a bit of pause. Like, okay, this is a alien costumes and sci-fi stuff. Okay. The song doesn't really fit with the visuals, though. Like, if you listen to the song, it doesn't fit with the visuals. That's why I thought it was such a weird... I would say I like the music video more than the song, but... I mean, the two don't really fit well with each other, so I thought that was kind of strange, but... You feel free to give the video a watch. Bop Till You Drop by Rich Springfield. Great White did Save Your Love for number 32. Didn't mind it. Has a bit of acoustic feel to it. Soft rock. Has a bit of a power ballad feel. And I'm a sucker for power ballads. So that one I didn't mind. This is where hair metal bands You know, the bigger hair, the bigger the voice. Really wanted to get into the pants of ladies, which I don't blame them. So they would sing songs like this, and it worked out for the best for them. Number 33, Elton John. I do remember the song, I'm still standing, better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing. You know, it has a nice, nice fun vibe to it. It's not my favorite Elton John. My favorite is probably Measure of a Man, but it's a good one. Good Elton John song. Number 34, Billy Joel, Pressure. The video is definitely ambitious, just trying to do all these little tricks. And I don't know how to. I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it, but I definitely think it's a bit of an ambitious music video, so it was interesting to watch. The song was there. Number 35, The Time Lords. I didn't know there was a Doctor Who song in the 80s, and this is called Doctor and the TARDIS. So it has a bit of the Doctor Who theme. But at the same time, the song's also like that. Remember that basketball? When you see basketball games, you have that hey, ba da 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 hey, ba da da da. It's almost like that in the background. Da 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 da. But then it's Doctor Who inspired with a bit of the Doctor Who theme. So I'm like, okay, I've never even heard of this. I mean, I'm not a diehard Doctor Who fan, to be honest. I'm not a Doctor Who fan, really at all. I don't give a shit about Doctor Who, to be blunt. But it was interesting to know this exists. So, I mean, I didn't care for it, but it was interesting. Number 36, The Smiths, This Charming Man. It kind of seemed like just a lesser version of Boy George. I'll sit with Karma Chameleon. Number 37, Ronnie Millsap, Stranger in My House. Okay, I have to stop because I wrote it really sloppy, so I thought it said Stranger in My Hole. That'd be different. Ronnie Millsap. But then this is Ronnie Millsap, Stranger in My House. Number 38, AC/DC, Fly on the Wall. I'm a huge AC/DC fan, so I can still enjoy that song, but not nearly one of my favorite AC/DC songs. I mean, for me, it'd be You Shook Me All Night Long, Who Made Who, Hell's Bells, Back in Black, Thunderstruck, a lot of other songs I would put above Fly on the Wall, but I mean, I'm an AC/DC fan, and the music video was kind of fun to watch, where is people are on a bar while AC/DC plays, and you have this animated fly that people keep trying to kill. Number 39, Quiet Riot, Twilight Hotel. The song wasn't too bad. It's a very weird music video. It's definitely one of the weirdest music videos because the singer of the band is in the shoebox his little girl keeps, because I guess he's now so small, and she like grabs him and puts him in this dollhouse, but it's like a hotel, and there's all these people with like an iron mask and all this shit. It's definitely one of the weirdest music videos in all this top 50. The number 40, The Police, Synchronicity 2. Didn't mind the song. I've heard this song before. I don't mind it. It's Sting, not the wrestler. It's Sting, but you know it's Sting, the singer. So I don't mind it. It's not one of my favorites of The Police, but it's not a bad song. Number 41, Def Leppard, Women. That was interesting because the music video uses a lot of comic book panels, and even some of the comic book panels there's droid women that look like the figure in the silent film Metropolis. So I thought that was kind of an interesting take on it. The song it's alright. Number 42, Vandenberg's Burning Heart. I like the other Burning Heart more from Rocky 4. I prefer that Burning Heart more than this one. This one I didn't care for. White Snake's Still the Night is number 43, and I'm sitting there going, I prefer Here I Go Again from White Snake. This one didn't do much for me. Number 44, Dokken, In My Dreams. In my dreams is still the same. Your love is strong and still remains. I still prefer Dokken's Dream Warriors, but this one's like one of their better songs. I'll give you that. Number 45, Metal Church, Badlands. The music video is pretty much them in the desert. Hard Christian rock. They kind of sound like Manowar, although I prefer Manowar over this. Especially I Believe. I Believe. This, I don't know. Give me Treat any day. Number 46. This is something I've heard throughout the years. It's quirky enough that it's entertaining. Thomas Dolby's She Blinded Me With Science. Do do. She blinded me with science. But do 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 do. It's definitely one of the more quirky songs out there, but at least it stands out from the pack because of that. Number 47, Adam Ant. Didn't mind this. This is another catchy one. Goody 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 two shoes. Don't drink, don't smoke. Da 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 da. It has a fast, nice beat to it. Goody two goody two shoes. Don't drink, don't smoke. Da 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 da. Very peppy, very fast paced. So I didn't mind that one. Number 48, The Tubes. This is another song I've heard quite a few times. She's a beauty. You can look inside another world. Don't fall in love. 1 in a million girls. She's a beauty. 1 in a million girls. 1 in a million girls. I thought it had some nice guitar work. Do 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 do. That's a fun song to listen to. Number 49, you got, what the hell was it? Laz Rocket? Leatherface. The theme song from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. I didn't know there was a music video for this song. I know of the song because I've seen Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. I didn't know there was a fucking music video for it, but yes, there's a music video for that song. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. When MTV was still MTV, of course they would make music videos for pretty much anything, so. Never cared for that song. Leatherface. Leatherface. And some of those songs from those movies I liked. I mean, like even Hellraiser 3. I liked Hellraiser by Lemmy and Motorhead. Hellraiser. But this one I couldn't get into. Number 50, Sabotage, Guitar Ballet. I'll stick with Sabotage from Beastie Boys. So I would say of the songs, if I did a top 10 favorite of these, Alice Cooper Poison would be number 1. Then it would be One Night in Bangkok Murray number 2. Golden Earring Twilight Zone number 3. I'll do top 5. Number 4, I'll say Real Life Simian Angel. And number 5, I would go with I don't know, maybe Matthew Wilder, Break My Stride. The worst songs for me, I would say number one was Wet Dream. I'm like, this is a bad wet dream. That's number one. Number two, that the Bollywood one. That's number two. Number three, I don't know, a lot of these songs it's hard for me to remember nowadays. Obviously, there's more I dislike than like, which I apologize for that, but it's different tastes, different opinions, just how it is. If I did a top 50, a lot of people would disagree with my list too, so. But there's some good songs on here that I do like, I do remember listening on the radio, and I mention them. So, definitely an interesting list. Definitely a lot of songs I'd never heard of before. Like the Smiths' This Charming Man, or Ronnie Millsap, or Cry Riot, Twilight Hotel, and such, so at least appreciate that. Cry Riot and Rich Springfield definitely have the more interesting music videos. I didn't mind the number one Peter Schilling Major Tom music video because a lot of the space stuff and them and astronauts and away from Earth. Bit of that NASA footage. But yeah, with that said, thanks once again, DarkMetalSpider. Really do appreciate it, man. And we will see you later. Bye-bye.